Well, as I mentioned earlier in the show, the BBC has done it again with its dodgy and deliberate editing of Donald Trump's January 6th speech. A second show, this time Newsnight, also doctored footage of the Capitol Hill speech. Have a look.
We're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women, and we fight. We fight like hell. We're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women, and we're probably not going to be cheering so much for some of them.
Meanwhile, the BBC has apologised to Donald Trump for its Panorama episode that spliced together parts of that speech, but has rejected his demands for compensation. Joining me now is Brad Polumbo, host of Brad versus Everyone podcast. Brad, great to catch up with you again. Thanks for joining me. Do you think an apology will cut it for the president? He's already threatened to sue the UK's public broadcaster for $1 billion.
Well, look, the BBC is turning into an absolute joke in the eyes of the American public. The way they deceptively edited this Trump speech is pretty blatant, and it's not just that. I mean, they recently sanctioned or found that a journalist had violated their policies by saying women instead of pregnant person. So they're turning into a laughingstock. I would be very frustrated if I was a Brit that I'd have to pay a license fee to them. But Trump, frankly, I think is better served by just leaving this in the rearview mirror. He's already got plenty of money. He's already won lawsuits against media companies. Don't bet against him pursuing it against the BBC. He loves to get revenge. But frankly, I think they are doing a good enough job of running themselves out of business and out of credibility for him to even be worth going after them at this point.
Yeah, look, I agree. They've done it to themselves twice now in the space of a week. Extraordinary. Now, Brad, the Democrats are trying to implicate Donald Trump again with pedophile Jeffrey Epstein, releasing 3 emails that they claim mention the president and his knowledge of Epstein's activities. Brad, do you think this is just another desperate attempt by the Democrats?
Well, I don't think these emails changed that much. The Democrats are acting like they're a huge bombshell, and I just really don't see it. They had to omit the victim's name because in the version they released, because in if you actually include it, well, she has said that she never saw Donald Trump ever do anything wrong to her or anyone else. So I do think they are weaponizing this in a partisan manner. But Donald Trump promised to release the full Epstein files. It was a key campaign promise. And I'm hearing not from partisan opponents, but from people on his side of the aisle, they still want that. And I don't think this is going to go away until, as long as he doesn't release them, Democrats can drip by drip selectively release a piece here or a piece there. I don't know who exactly he is protecting by not releasing them so far. I don't think it implicates him, but maybe somebody else powerful or important in his orbit. But this issue is going to be a cloud over Trump's presidency until he just fulfills his campaign promise that his supporters are still calling on him to do and releases the whole files and lets it all go out there for the sunshine to see.
Good point. Look, it'll be interesting to see what he does with it. Now, look, finally, the government shutdown has ended after 43 days of the Democrats holding the country to ransom. Here was Donald Trump officially reopening it.
It's an honor now to sign this incredible bill and get our country working again. Thank you.
Well, Brad, look, finally, what happens now?
Well, the Democrats have egg on their face because this was an absurd failure for them. It was really a farce. They claimed they didn't shut the government down, but of course they always did. They withheld the votes that Republicans needed to pass clean budget legislation. But then when some Democrats broke ranks to finally end the shutdown, the other ones got mad at them and said, "You caved," totally nuking their argument that it had never been them at all. It had always been the Republicans. And then all they got was a vote on the Obamacare subsidies they were always going to get. So they caused weeks of suffering and chaos, made a whole little stand, and accomplished nothing other than, I guess, some virtue signaling. But I think they burned a lot of political capital on what ultimately proved a futile stunt.
Yeah, they've absolutely wasted their time. 43 days of holding the country to ransom, and for what? Absolutely nothing. Now, look, let's end on something fun, Brad. Have a look at this sweet moment at the White House when Donald Trump invited kids into the Oval Office. Have a look.
My name is Donald. Okay, do you want a pen? Want a pen? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, Brad, he's just a grandpa at heart after all.
Yeah, it's a sweet moment, and I hope he showed them the Diet Coke button. But it's good to see. It's good to see the lighthearted side of the presidency, and just we could all use some more positivity in the news cycle these days. Things are looking bleak, but we should all remember the beautiful part, what we all fight for to protect.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. The news cycle is so bleak. So when we do see nice stuff like that, it's good to show it. Brad Polumbo, great to see you as always. Thanks for joining me on the show.
Thanks.